Thanks for joining us, 2K Sports fans, for another exciting presentation of NBA basketball. It's the Philadelphia 76ers facing Tampa. And so off the tip, it's Tampa. Now a look at Philadelphia's starting lineup. Simmons and Okafor together down low. Free out there with Iverson. And it's Irving in at the 3.
And they are on the board first.
Trying to set the tone here early. I like that.
Here's Free after Tampa picked up a 3 with their last shot. Iverson passes to Free. Here's the Prophet. Takes the 3. And again, Tampa with a triple.
There's a chance he could have a big game if they don't D him up more tightly on the perimeter.
And Clark, I felt like that was a one-time mistake. They've got to know to pay more attention to him than that.
And that's out of bounds. Philadelphia will retain possession. Here's Free. Here's the Prophet. Fires the 3. Drains it from beyond the arc. The Prophet's got 9.
And a really good way to start the game. He's a guy who, if he gets it going early, he's going to give you a problem.
Which is exactly why they better start D'ing him up before he really gets ahead of steam up. That's the idea. Shut him down before he gets going.
And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for Tampa.
Boy, they've really amped up the pressure at the defensive end, guys, and have piled up the steals in the early going.
And the other thing that's been equally as effective is the fact that they've gotten out on the fast break. A lot of points coming in transition.
Great outside shooting fueling this run.
Then the D is getting bombarded. They haven't been able to slow them down the least bit.
And the 76ers decide to take their first time out here. They're coming into this game off that recent loss to Atlanta.
Yeah, major problems at the charity stripe in that game. They just could not convert their free throws.
And that makes it hard to win, especially on the road. You get a chorus of about 20,000 yelling at you every time you put one off the rim. Boy, that's got to wear on you.
And really just trying to take the wind out of their sails here, I think. You know, they're on the wrong end of a run and need to just kind of exhale.
Yeah, sometimes you just need to stop the bleeding. Things were starting to spiral completely out of control, and I think a timeout was a no-brainer there.
Just around a minute and a half into the first quarter. Ball's knocked loose. Pushing it up. From deep. And again, Tampa with a triple.
Out of their last 5 makes, how about all 5 from long range?
Well, the defense just hasn't pressed up to deny any of those looks, guys. I mean, they're hanging back and getting picked apart.
Now here's Iverson. Here's Troutman. And again, Tampa with a triple.
That's a dozen straight points coming off the triple.
Yeah, Greg, you know, they're having free reign from beyond the arc. The defense is just not there.
Iverson kicks to Irving. And here we go. Tampa running again. He rifled that one in from distance. The Prophet's got 24 points.
The defense a step slow. You can see the results.
Greg, that's 3 in a row from out there now, so they've got to do a better job contesting.
Now here's Irving. Pass to Okafor. Now here's Simmons. He's covered closely. Out of bounds. Tampa takes possession. Now it's ended down to David Aldridge, who was able to talk with Rick Carlisle.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, look, he said this game could probably come down to the rebounding edge. He said those guys are vacuums on the glass, so we have to have that same mindset, that same level of passion for controlling the boards. That strategy is pretty clear, Kevin. Back to you.
Thank you, David. Obviously getting better positioned on the boards is an issue. Troutman, and again, Tampa with the triple.
Hard to believe you can have this kind of a flow. Unbelievable.
Talk about putting up points in a hurry. He can't miss right now.
And Philadelphia calls time here.
Yeah, it's got to be concerned with all the missed shots here. And every team team goes through cold streaks. You just got to figure out a way to stay productive.
And the best way to do that when you're missing shots is to get to the foul line. Be aggressive, get to the foul line, and knock down some of those freebies, and the tide can turn for you.
Now about 3 minutes gone in the first quarter. That's tipped. The shot. And Tampa getting another bucket right there.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
Yeah, they're lasered in. I mean, really making the most of their possession.
Now here's Simmons. And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in the first quarter. Here's the Prophet, takes the three, and again Tampa with the triple.
And he has just been in a flow offensively. Terrific game. He has been the X factor.
Here's Free. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him. Here's Troutman. And again, Tampa with the triple.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
And, Greg, it's hard for me to watch this. I mean, the defense practically giving them those shots.
Unloads from 9.
Wow, this game just a commanding performance for the Prophet. He has 35 points, and he's buried a ton of three-pointers in this game, too.
I think we need a calculator to keep track of just how many of those he's knocked down.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the night right now.
Taking 2 shots.
First free throw is good. Some changes for Philadelphia. Joel Embiid, he's checked in for Okafor. Sarge comes in for Simmons. And Damari Carroll subbed in for Free. So he gets them both. They've been a little too casual with the ball out there.
Yeah, but you can't force that square peg into the round hole. Oftentimes, you just got to make that first simple pass and get a rhythm from that.
Irving kicks to Carroll. They get a hand on it. Shot clock at 6. And now Tampa on the break. Hands it from downtown. The Prophets got 40 points.
And you can't help but pick their defense apart. They're completely in disarray.
Well, everything's coming too easily. I mean, at some point, defensively, you have to take something away.
And it's Tampa with the ball. After the miss from Joel Embiid. And the 3 ball is good. 43 points for the Prophets.
They've given up a lot of three-pointers here today.
And their defensive rotations have been non-existent.
There's 1:54 left to play in the first quarter.
And it's like raining buckets right now. I wonder if this is the early stages of a blowout.
Well, we've got to be careful. Don't want to get ahead of ourselves just yet. But it has been pretty ugly so far, no doubt about that.
Carroll with a screen for Sarge. And now Tampa on the break. Here's Troutman. And again, Tampa with the triple.
And really, that's what built the early lead here. Killer shooting from beyond.
And the defense needs to recognize that and get to the shooters. It's imperative that they get a hand up.
Down low. And there's a nice one-handed slam.
How about the start that they've gotten off to here? Huge lead, and we're still in the first quarter.
And, guys, it hasn't just been the scoring. I mean, they're playing tremendous defense, too.
And now that the seal is broken, maybe their shooting will start to improve.
Yeah, I don't think they really wanted to have as cold a start as they did, but maybe that'll break the ice and they'll move forward in fine fashion from here.
And here are the 76ers now. After Tampa picked up a 3 with their last shot. Irving kicks to Iverson. Here's lights out. And again, Tampa with a triple.
Yeah, those are starting to add up, guys. Of their last 5 baskets, 3 have been triples.
6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. And now Tampa on the break by himself.
And that's how you make a steal count. Turn it into a quick slam at the other end.
It was really a case, it looked like Greg Anthony right there, if I can say so. It was really a case of a great defensive play triggering some instant offense.
Yeah, I remember GA as an irritant, and this guy, much like Greg, creating havoc out there.
That was a nice replay brought to you by Kia. Shot to stop the run, and that one is off. And the buzzer sounds to end the first, and we've got a blowout underway here. Welcome back, everyone. A lopsided first quarter in the books already as we start this second quarter. And guys, your take so far in Tampa?
Really active hands early on here as they're able to acquire several steals.
Well, they've really been aggressive guys on defense, and it's paid off, so why stop? Keep it up.
And so here is Philadelphia. And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. So for Tampa, the 5 right now. Prophet is out there with baddest one. Then it's Black Hole. And there's the Bulldozer. And it's lights out in at the 3 spot.
Having a lot of trouble stopping the three-point shot.
And they're not making up for it with their own shots from deep either, so that's a double-edged sword there. We've seen a lot of silly plays like that out of them today. Just way too many.
Okafor is checked in for Joel Embiid. Here's the Prophet. Non-stop scoring machine here. Here's baddest one. And again, Tampa with a triple.
That's 2 straight quick three-pointers they've allowed.
Defense just not reacting with enough aggressiveness.
And that's out of bounds. Philadelphia will retain possession. Here's Free. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him. Out of bounds, Tampa takes possession.
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
Here's baddest one. And again, Tampa with a triple.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Second quarter of basketball, about 1 minute played so far. Now here's Simmons. He's guarded closely. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Okafor. On offense, here's Tampa. 9 points in a row. Good run for him right now. That bucket in no time at all. That's 12 points for baddest one.
He is raining threes here tonight, and he is going to continue to stay aggressive.
As he should. I mean, when you're having the kind of day he's having from long range, you're doing your team a disservice if you aren't shot hungry.
We're about a minute and a half into the second quarter now. Lets it go from deep. It's good from long range. Baddest one's got 15.
He is just tearing it up this quarter. That lead's not going anywhere while he's this hot.
Simmons passes to Free. Dishes to Simmons. Poked away. Here's Free. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him. Baddest one. And again, Tampa with a triple.
Well, there's hot guys, and then there's really hot. They just can't miss.
You know, Greg, sometimes you'll see an individual guy go on a shooting tear like this, but the whole squad, wow.
And that's out of bounds. Philadelphia will retain possession. Now here's Simmons. Not a lot of room. 5 to shoot. Knocked away. And that'll be Philadelphia as it goes out of bounds. 76ers retain possession. And here in the second quarter of action with a hair under 2.5 minutes played so far.
Really tough for this group right now, trying anything to stop the run.
And no matter what they've tried, it hasn't worked. I think they've just got to slow it down, idle it back, and get back to the basics. This switch has definitely been flipped to on this quarter, guys.
Got a piece of it. Here in the second quarter, about 3 minutes played, Okafor, and the layup's good off the glass. Okafor's got his first points of the game.
Superb work from Okafor from the interior. I mean, just a tireless work wreaking havoc in the paint.
Not fazed at all by having a bigger defender on him down low, and I really thought he would be.
You know, at first glance, you wouldn't think that he'd be comfortable in that particular situation. But, well, I tell you what, he didn't look like he was out of his element at all right there.
And that one's good, Simmons.
Well, there's not a whole lot you can do about that move. That's just good offense. They were all over him, and he still managed to drain.
Nailed from three-point land. 26 points for Baddestwater.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Clearly just an example of a different mindset between these teams.
Here's lights out. And again, Tampa with a triple.
And really, it looks like he may just try to take this thing over on his own and really build that lead up.
You know, he relishes doing that, too. I mean, I've watched him in the past. He loves to make an opponent feel the pain because of how good he's playing. Well, there you go. One team operating on all cylinders at either end, steals, fast break buckets, and the other team scrambling to find its game.
Great point. I mean, that aggression has allowed them to just create a lot of havoc, and boy, are they taking advantage.
They get it back. Marjanovic kicks to Simmons. Will it go? And that's 2 points on the layup. Simmons got his second basket.
Hey, really, you don't have many more options when Simmons is that close to the cup. I mean, this guy is just too smart. He's really starting to ramp it up now, getting involved in the offense here after being held without a point in the first.
Here's Free after Tampa picked up a three with their last shot. Pass to Marjanovic. It's deflected. And that's out of bounds. Philadelphia will retain possession. Some changes for Philadelphia. Sarge comes in for Marjanovic. And Iverson's subbed in for Irving. And Philadelphia has possession. Free can't get it to go.
You can see how much the defense respects him. I mean, they were all over him on that look.
And again, Tampa with a triple.
That's number 2 for him from long range in the quarter, his third overall.
Now here's Iverson, guarded closer. Poked away. And now Tampa on the break. And Tampa getting another bucket right there.
And now he's taken a solid opening in the quarter and built on it here in the second.
Here's lights out. And again, Tampa with a triple.
Really just a tremendous day for him. And if you remember, he was just as good in their last game.
Yeah, I haven't forgotten, partner. I mean, what a pair of back-to-back performances we're seeing. Awesome.
And so here is Philadelphia after Tampa picked up a three with their last shot. And that's out of bounds. Philadelphia will retain possession. Embiid, he's checked in for Philadelphia. Damari Carroll comes in for Simmons. Damari Carroll. 1:07 left to play here in the half. Shot clock at 5. An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg, I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
Here's Free. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. Tipped away.
All you have to do is point to their turnovers this quarter. There's a reason the scoreboard looks like it does.
That's been the culprit, the turnovers. I mean, TOs, those kinds of mistakes have really kind of drained their confidence to this point. This is some kind of performance we're seeing from him today. He has yet to miss a shot.
The Prophet passes to Lights Out.
Terrific game for Lights Out. He has 17 points. He's unleashed a barrage of three-pointers on him.
And Clark, you can tell they're good right now when the ball leaves his hand. He has racked up a ton of points.
For Tampa, they've been perfect at the line so far, albeit just 2 for 2.
At the line for 2.
The first one falls. And he makes both free throws. 32 seconds left now here in the second. Here's Free. Embiid the screen. On the wing, Iverson. And now they decide to foul intentionally.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Yeah, but that's no excuse for that kind of foul. I mean, that might be an explanation for it, but certainly doesn't justify it. And even then, it's just not a good play.
Black Hole, and the 3 ball is good. Black Hole's got himself on the board with 3 there.
Don't take your eyes off of him because he can make plays from multiple spots on the floor. Put the isolated cam on him.
I mean, I like the call. I thought the defense was just there a little late.
Yeah, it looked like it. I mean, he kind of slid underneath as he got to the spot, too.
And he can't hit the second. And the pass to Lights Out. And again, Tampa with the triple. And through one half, it hasn't even been close. Tampa out in front, opening up a huge gap. We're going to step away briefly, but get you right back out here for... It's been a one-sided affair so far through the first 2 quarters, but there's plenty of time to mount a comeback. You look at the Prophet in this game, he's been everywhere.
I just love the tenacity on the defensive side. I mean, his play on D has been a huge factor for them as he continues to get steal after steal.
And guys, as the game moves on, I think he should continue to be aggressive defensively to keep ball handlers off balance.
Here's who Rick Carlisle is starting the second half with. Simmons and Okafor together down low.
Oh! Hey, hey, hey. Ooh, ooh, wow. I tell you what, you've got to build. Oh! And guys, that's not as easy as he made it look. You've got to have some skills to pull that off.
Well, he's got plenty of those, that's for sure.
Yes, indeed. Let's just call him ladder climber.
Okay. Knocks it loose. Here's Black Hole. And count it. 2 points with a chance for one more at the free throw line.
Yeah, exceptional play there to take the bump and still get it to fall.
I like to call that stick-to-itiveness, Greg. Getting everything he possibly could out of that play. Nicely done.
Good call.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight. Here's Iverson. And it's blocked. Here's Lights Out. From deep. And again, Tampa with a triple.
That makes 3 in a row to start the second half.
And a minute played as the second half gets going.
And, you know, coaches just love players who they can count on to give that effort defensively.
And he clearly is one of those guys, Greg. We saw it right there. Nice work forcing that miss. That would be 4 in a row for him now as they have come racing out of the gate to start this second half.
Simmons passes to Free. That's tipped. Passes to Black Hole. And that one goes in as he is fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts at the line.
You know, guys, fast break points right now in their favor, and they're really pushing the tempo.
And, Greg, defensively, you got to have better floor balance and commitment to hustling back. I mean, you got to sprint back. You can't jog back.
He made the only free throw attempt he had earlier in the game. Tipped away. And that's out of bounds. Philadelphia will retain possession.
76ers ball.
Just over a minute and a half have passed here in the third quarter. And it's blocked. Here's lights out. And again, Tampa with a triple.
And you can see now they're starting to push the tempo to good effect.
Fast break points, the edge goes to them, and those quick buckets are easy money. I love to see that.
And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
Marjanovic checked in for the 76ers. And now around 2 minutes gone by in this half.
Most of the time, that shot will go down. Boy, the defenders have to make sure they tag.
Jacks up a three, sinks the triple. That's 12 points for Black Hole.
It's amazing what they're doing on offense here. Perfect in this half.
The dish to Simmons. To the inside. World B Free gets the bucket.
Boy, what's most impressive about Simmons is how he finds the open man so consistently. The vision, the unselfishness. That's what you want to see out of him.
Black Hole. And again, Tampa with a triple. A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the third quarter. Knocks it loose. Here's the Prophet. What an incredible scoring display he has put on tonight.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any individual agendas.
Yeah, and it's really fun to see that kind of unselfishness. Really hard not to appreciate all the assists they've racked up.
Stone passes to the Prophet. Some nice ball movement by Tampa. And Tampa getting another bucket right there.
And where would these guys be without all the easy points off these turnovers?
Boy, it's made matters a lot easier for them offensively, Greg.
Here's Black Hole. And again, Tampa with a triple.
Guys, this is the NBA. You keep giving the ball away, you're going to get punished.
Value the possession. Vital to winning basketball games. We all know that. And if you don't, you cripple yourself.
And now they decide to foul intentionally. Damari Carroll's checked in for Philadelphia. Second half here. We're just over 3.5 minutes into it. It's tipped. Marjanovic kicks to Iverson. Here's Black Hole. He's got 20. And again, Tampa with a triple.
It has been a three-point barrage for them since halftime.
Not sure if it's been by design or simply by accident, but either way, it has been impressive.
There he goes again. That's his 9th straight basket. He's a perfect 9 for 9. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for Tampa.
Defensively, they played with a lot of energy, and the steals we've seen are a result of that aggressiveness.
They've repeatedly gotten out on the break tonight as well and scored a lot of baskets in transition. Boy, he's having a great half here. Exactly the opposite of the first.
And that's a foul called on the Prophet. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far.
I mean, that's a tough break for the D. I mean, he took the hit and drew the whistle.
Yeah, but he was late to get there, Greg, so the referee couldn't give him a free pass on that one.
Embiid, he's checked in for Philadelphia. Saric comes in for Simmons. They recover it. Saric dishes to Iverson. Pass to Free. There's the screen. Here's Stone. The tray. And again, Tampa with a triple.
And all of a sudden, you can see the confidence overflowing offensively.
Getting everything to drop at an ideal time. I mean, they're poised for a terrific crunch time run here.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the chart.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
That's going to be over and back. Not watching for the line that time. The 76ers making a switch here. Irving's checked in. Iverson outside. And that's out of bounds. Philadelphia will retain possession. Knocked loose. Saric passes to Irving. And now Tampa on the break. Here's Black Hole. And again, Tampa with a triple.
And when they've gone to him, he has come through big time. You got to keep getting him touches.
Here's Stone. And he's good on the three ball. Stone's got two now from beyond the arc in the third for Tampa. Stone's gotten all three of his shots to fall for him. 3 for 3. And it's Carroll in the corner. And he can't stop this drought. Another miss. Throws up. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and two shots coming up. That's on Julius Irving. Tampa shooting their 7th and 8th free throw attempts for the game right here.
Taking 2 shots.
And the first one drops.
Check out the game for the Bulldozer. 9 points. He's done a little bit of work behind the arc. He's got a pair of three-pointers.
And you know what? The defenders have that in the back of their minds now. They'll be on him a little tighter. And if they continue, Kevin, their outstanding free throw shooting, that'll help them seal the deal.
Yeah, they've not missed a single foul shot this half, and that's taking care of business, fellas.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
And it's been a well-rounded performance. I mean, strong rebounding has certainly been at the center of it, but it's been good on a number of levels.
Fast break. Here we go. Throws down the breakaway jam.
And chalk up a few more points for him there. This has been a one-sided game in just about every area.
Absolutely. I echo that sentiment. Their offense, their defense, I mean, it's all been terrific.
And that's out of bounds. Philadelphia will retain possession. Iverson outside. Got a piece of it. And that's out of bounds. Philadelphia will retain possession. 12 seconds left to play in the third. The shot's good. Carroll's got his first points of the night.
And you could tell they had that play ready to go. Well done on the inbound.
Here's Troutman. And again, Tampa with a triple.
This is crazy. Every shot they're taking right now is finding the mark.
Literally every shot, partner. I mean, they just aren't missing.
And at the end of the third quarter, welcome back as we get ready to start the fourth quarter. Not exactly a nail-biter here, but you never know. Here's the Prophet. Lights out there with Black Hole. And there's the Bulldozer. Then there's baddest one, and it's the Prophet in at the point. Count that bucket. And that's now 17 points for the Bulldozer.
Just carrying the load right now offensively, guys. He is not wasting any chances.
From where I sit, Greg, it's a simple deduction. If they want things to be easy on themselves here late, make sure he has the ball.
And the defense scattered all over the place on the break. Nice job finding the wide open three.
Inside, here's Marjanovic. That's good. Great play set up by Iverson.
Great job to hit his teammate on that move, Kevin.
Here's Stone. And count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for one more.
And when the size advantage is as big as it was there, I mean, that's exactly what he's supposed to do in that situation.
Stone.
The free throw drops for Stone. And it's the 76ers with the ball. Knocked loose. The Prophet passes to Stone. The fast break ends at the rim with a jam.
They just can't miss. Everything they put up, it seems, goes in.
You know, sometimes you're the bug, and sometimes you're the windshield. They are certainly the bugs tonight. Nothing going their way.
And I'm not even sure that I'd want to be the windshield.
No, maybe the windshield wiper. Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Yep, it counts. Stone's got 27 points.
He's flipped the script here in this half, shooting a much higher percentage from the field.
Here's Iverson. And Boban Marjanovic picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
Yeah, nothing wrong with fighting for the rebound, but he gets nailed with the over-the-back call.
And, Greg, you know I was an offensive rebounder in my day. And I like that kind of aggressive play. But he's got to do a little better job of trying to get position earlier in that case.
That's a good point. Positioning is so vital when you're trying to rebound the basketball, and that's something that wasn't on display in that possession.
Last quarter of play, about 2 minutes in now. That's tipped, and they're able to recover. Poke loose. Irving passes to Free. 6 to shoot. The rebound by Tampa. On offense, here's Tampa. They're on a 14-4 run. Here's lights out. Carroll covering. Marked down low that time, and he got the 3-second call. Fourth quarter of play, and we're about 2.5 minutes through it right now. Outside Irving. Ball's knocked loose. Here's Stone. And again, Tampa with a triple.
He wasn't able to get his name in the score sheet in the first. But he looks like he's starting to find his comfort zone here.
And that's out of bounds. Philadelphia will retain possession.
76ers ball.
Around 3 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. Stolen away. From deep three-point range, and again, Tampa with a triple.
No, it's scary because he's just been a matchup nightmare in this game. He's eaten up anybody they've thrown at him.
Poked away. Here's Free. Here's Carroll. And just miss after miss right now.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Yeah, rebounding has been a big key in this one, Greg. They've asserted their will and have taken control on the glass.
Outside, Green. Baddest one passes to the Prophet. That one falls.
You got to like how they're getting the ball inside this half. They didn't have as much success earlier in the game, but now they're showing real determination and taking it inside to score.
Sarge is checked in for Green.
Troutman. Shooting 1.
Here's Free. Outside Irving. Poked loose. And here we go. Tampa running again. Here's Troutman. It's good from long range. The Prophets got 12 now in this quarter.
Wow. What can you say?
To the inside. And Irving throws it down.
And how sweet a play was that?
As sweet as it gets. An exquisite pass to set up the powerful alley-oop dunk.
Guys, I tell you, there are assists, and then there are delicious dimes. This was the latter.
Here's Free. Takes the 13-footer. They get it back. Marjanovic has gone 1 for 5 from the field, 20%. Lets it go with a 3. And again, Tampa with a triple.
What a final quarter these guys are having from downtown, just burying the threes in bunches.
And they might as well keep going back to the well. No reason not to. I mean, work that perimeter. It's going good for you. Work it until it stops.
Here's Troutman. And again, Tampa with a triple.
The shooting percentage continues to elevate here in the second half.
Well, as a group, they've been harmonic since the break. In sync. Good team basketball resulting in high-quality shots.
And the one-hand slam just looked...
Look at that shot! How did that go in?
How about that?
Oh! On the wing, Irving. Here's the Prophet. And again, Tampa with a triple.
Just Mr. Reliable again here today, Kevin. I mean, they need his points, and he's producing.
There's the 3. Gets the 3-pointer to fall.
And they're going to have a hard time climbing back into this game if they continue to defend like that.
Well, they're quite aware of the damage he can do from the perimeter and still not making the kind of effort needed to challenge him on the shot. That's inexcusable.
Irving. And he can't stop the run as he misses.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
Good on the triple.
And how about the confidence to pull up from out there, and what skill to knock it down.
And it's out of bounds. The 76ers able to retain possession here. Iverson's checked in for Philadelphia.
Allen Iverson.
There's a minute left to play here in the fourth. Here's Troutman. The long distance 3 is buried.
This is a serious game-clinching run they're on.
Yeah, I agree with you. Just not backing off here. I mean, they're looking to close this one out in style. What a time to have this kind of serve.
Stripped away. There's 37 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And again, Tampa with a triple. Iverson with the ball. Good on the bucket.
Huge hole in the defense that possession. He didn't waste any time cutting through it.
Fires the 3. And again, Tampa with a triple.
And the three-point shot has just been money so far tonight.
Knocks it loose. Here's the Prophet. Iverson covering. Hits the three-point bomb.
He's had a big half from beyond the arc. When he's this hot, the green light doesn't get much greener.
from outside the arc. Misses there. So we see Tampa get the win here. They poured it on tonight. Dominant showing in front of a crowd that loved every minute of it.
And, you know, this game could really be a defining one for what they can do when they are playing at their best. I mean, being here at home, no doubt helps.